Make do with what we got. So the targets we're going to be shooting at today.
Engraving on the bolt. That's it.
Oh yeah. What we're talking about is with my shot group and how I'm walking to the left.
921 feet frequency. It does go 600.
The final challenge we're going to have here today is I'd love to show y'all, but no luck in finding it. What? First shot? Leave a like, subscribe, and we'll move on to the next. What's going on, guys? Welcome to Smoky Mountain Ballistics. Today I've got a Ruger 1022. It was kitted out by a good buddy of mine, founder of KRsenal. So he's got it out here today. We're just going to do some general shooting and testing of this here unit. Make sure it's performing as we really want it to. He's done some work to it, and we're looking forward to seeing just how well this here unit performs. So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be shooting, I'd say about 50 yards or so, a little uphill, just to see it grouping and accuracy. So as you can see, this is our makeshift target range. It took, I don't know, 20 minutes to set up. But much like everybody watching and everybody of normal capacity, we don't have the money or the crazy ability to just go to a range. So we make do with what we got. So the targets we're going to be shooting at today are going to be the Dirty Bird Special. They are highly recommended. They are wonderful targets. And if you can, I recommend you use them just the same. So moving forward, let's go ahead and get set up and we'll start shooting.
What's up? So, you'll probably hear me referred to a lot as Roach. It's my last name. You know, kind of cool. Whatever. I'll go over a little bit on the Ruger 1022. So, this has been kind of a work in progress for me. Eventually, it's going to end up with a different stock, probably a different barrel, and it's not even going to be the same rifle. But I'm sure all of you know that this could arguably be the greatest semi-automatic 22 LR ever built. And if you ask me, it definitely is. But a couple of the things that I've done so far, I obviously fitted a West Hunter low-powered optic. I think we can run it out to a 6x zoom. And I really like the adjustment turrets on these. Instead of screwing a cap off and having to use a flathead screwdriver, you can just pop them up, twist them, pop them back down. Something else I've done is, if you notice the bolt, this actually started out life as one of the 75th anniversary ones, and they had a engraving on the bolt that said Ruger 75th anniversary. Well, I didn't like the quality of the engraving, so I removed it and I just blew the bolt, and surprisingly, it's held up after about 500-600 rounds. Other than that, and this is what we're testing today, I, over the weekend, floated the barrel. So, for those who don't know what that means, in a nutshell, from the chamber and forward in the stock, the barrel isn't coming into contact with anything. This helps to let the barrel kind of free float, do its own thing when it comes to barrel harmonics. And if you know anything about firearm design, barrel harmonics is something that a lot of engineers fight a lot. And they've come up with all kinds of crazy ideas like fluting barrels and different profiles, so on and so forth. But we're going to see what kind of performance we can squeeze out of this without spending a large amount of money before we spend a large amount of money.
All right, guys, we're set up. We're ready to shoot. We're going to go ahead and get started here. On you. Which one are you shooting at? Same one?
Yep.
Nice.
I'm about positive I moved the scope in the wrong direction now.
Think so?
This thing doesn't want to focus good at max.
Let's go find
I
out.
definitely did.
Let's go find out.
Definitely.
What was that? 6?
8.
8. Oh, I'm real good at counting. Oh, look at that. What do we see here? Oh, we got the wrong direction. Yeah. Wrong direction movement.
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
You went the wrong way there.
Yeah. It happens. But grouping wise, we've got that one and these 3 from our previous ones. So we've got 1, 2 rounds right here that keyhole and 5. Cool. So let's go the right direction this time.
No, no way.
There you go. There's you a bit of comedy. Even though I moved it in the wrong direction, I forgot which direction was the wrong direction. So we're about to capture on video the struggles that everybody deals with when sighting, or well, not everybody. Some people's got more practice with it. But different optics, that up and down, sometimes refers to up and down, left and right for the reticle. Sometimes it refers to up and down, left and right for the point of impact. And yeah, I've already forgot. So, fun stuff.
Well, minor adjustments. We'll get it right on cue.
So this is either going to be close to bullseye or even worse. Brass check. That's it.
Is it? Went the right way this time, huh?
Through that one. Pretty sure I'm only doing 5 rounds.
All right, let's go verify. See what we're playing with here. See if Roach turned it the right way.
Oh, I know I did.
Yeah, I'm sure you
Yeah,
had
we're
the
good now.
scope. What we got here? Oh yeah, oh yeah, that's much better.
So, this round on the edge was a previous from the bore sight. These 2 were the 2 that I threw. That first one that I threw right there, I'm pretty sure that was because of scope shadow. This one got a little bit antsy with my breathing and my heartbeat. Not that heartbeat really matters at this distance, but sometimes I can see it flinch just a little bit. So, I'm going to call that good, and we'll move on to a new target. And later on, we might do some crazy stuff like plopping a quarter up here, see if we can hit it.
Oh,
Yeah.
I say all we got to do is fucking shoot and have fun and
Mm-hmm.
record it and then edit it down to where it's enjoyable. To get like iMovie or something.
All right, so I'm about to verify our 0. If anybody was wondering what we're using, these 40 grain CCI mini mags. Now, I've also got a plethora of 22 rounds here, different brands, weights, so on and so forth. We've also got some Eco Speed by Norma. It's a 24 grain. 24 grain. Flying out the muzzle at 1,700 feet per second.
Now, does the
Whereas
grain
these mini mags are 1,200.
does the grain really matter when you're shooting 22?
Yes. Yes.
But it's just a 22.
But what's more important than your grain, your bullet weight, is going to be your propellant charge. So even though this is a federal box, I have some of the big box Winchester, like 333 round boxes, and they got a 555, I think. I figured out that these are terrible for consistency. But for a budget round, for just sitting in the backyard shooting, they are great. Something else that I'm wanting to test while we're out here is these subsonic 40 grain rounds. See how tight of a group we can get with those.
Well, we got plenty of targets.
Yeah, we got plenty of targets.
Let's see what we can't get done. So we're happy with the zeros. So we're gonna do one final round to make sure that we are good and accurate.
And once we're good and accurate,
we'll start having some real fun. Start shooting some stuff. I think we got some soda we can shoot. Might have some eggs. I got an egg or two we can shoot.
Try to do some learning while we're having fun.
Of course.
Because I'll show you with those Winchester rounds. You won't like them.
No.
Nope. And then the federal 40 grain that was in that box, I had a lot of fun with those. Shoot, I probably went through, they're a 300 round box, and I've went through 2 or 3 boxes. Same gun, same barrel. And as you can see, it's holding up just fine.
Oh, yeah.
All right. It's the second target down on the left. Verify our 0, and we'll go from there.
All right, when you're ready.
Make that last one count. Get out of there.
You definitely busted a limb on that last one. I watched it fall.
Busted a tree limb?
Yeah, I watched it fall.
About how much video storage you got on that thing?
I don't know. Few gigs.
I like the idea of having it continually running, but if you can only get like 17 minutes, then that would suck. Yeah. So although it was speedy, I'd call that good.
I mean, you're in.
For no more than what we're doing. Yeah, that's fine.
You're in, so. Yeah. All right.
I might make a minor adjustment, bring it down by a hair.
No, I think that's all trigger pull and squeeze.
Well, yeah, mostly.
I think that's all breathing and trigger pull.
If you look at that, that's 4 rounds outside of that. That's 1 if you count edges.
Yeah. All right. Well, give us just a minute. We'll be back. And all right. So we're done with our zeroing portion. We're gonna go ahead and just start shooting. It's my turn to shoot finally. Let's see if I can still shoot anyway. I don't know how accurate I'm gonna be. This is my first time truly shooting this weapon, so I have no familiarity with it. I have no real experience with it. I think I shot it once when it had a different scope on it.
I don't even think it had a scope, did it?
It may not have had the scope, honestly, but so this is my first time shooting it with this scope and this setup, and we're going to see just how true it is. Again, no experience with the firearm. I've got 5 rounds in it. I'm just going to shoot for the top right of the target we've been shooting here. And we're going to see just how good this 0 is. Of course, now, it's not always the weapon's fault. It's been a while since I've actually shot, so it could very well be just as much my fault. So let's go ahead and we'll send 5 down. Call it a day.
want 5 more? You want to check?
We'll go check. We've been keeping with the times, more or less 5 around. So let's go. Let's go see just what kind of damage we've done here.
See, when I hold the tripod up here, it looks like we're at the same height.
Oh yeah. So
Look at that. See,
1, 2,
you
3,
took your
4, 5.
time.
So I did get 2 in the target. I would say that these aren't the weapon's fault. This is 100% my fault. Not bad, but that's definitely breathing and trigger pull on my part. I was shaking a little bit, working on my breathing. But all in all, for somebody, I've never shot the weapon in its current state, hadn't shot it yet. So with that being said, I believe that's a pretty good result. All right, let's shoot some more. Alrighty, let's go ahead. We got another 5 in it. Let's see if we can keep with the times and maybe even shoot a little better this time. Now, for those of you who don't believe it to be true, personally, I believe that the 22 is my favorite, just generalized target shooting weapon. It doesn't leave you sore and your ears don't hurt, and it's a pretty affordable round as well.
You get practice with your fundamentals.
Yeah, you get practice with your fundamentals, breathing in and your trigger pulls. But enough jabbering, let's go ahead and send some downrange. I've jerked the crap out of that one.
No.
Oh yeah, I can see it already. Well, let's go check it out, so we can talk about how I just messed it up. We'll let the founder of KRsenal here tell you exactly what I just did wrong on the based off my shooting on the target here.
You know what we need?
What's that?
We need this to take off and get a hated sponsor.
Yeah, I mean we're both in them. So, oh, talking about.
Oh, jeez. I think that's like a sight picture issue.
I jerked the piss out of it.
Yeah, allegedly used pushing it. So everybody knows their fundamentals, but everybody's also got their own interpretation. Everybody's got their own opinion of what that should look like. There will be people out there claim to be some kind of wizard who can read that. And
so what we were talking about is with my shot group and how I'm walking to the left. I'm pushing the trigger. So what's happening is when I squeeze the trigger, I'm pushing it out, causing it to walk away from me.
here's your trigger.
No. So when I'm squeezing, I'm pushing it, causing it to walk left.
There you go.
Oh, let's get set back up and shoot some more.
Cool. So, what we're going to try now is some subsonic 22, slower round. Typically, it's really meant for suppressed firearms, but we don't have the money for that. Now, I have heard that a lot of your distance shooters with 22s will use subsonic ammunition because the round doesn't go transonic. If you don't know what that means, basically with regular ammo that goes faster than the speed of sound, it eventually slows down, and that sound barrier, that shockwave, catches back up to it. It hits the back of the round and oftentimes causes it to nose really, really hard. So that's why you end up with I think it was a 43-inch drop at 200 yards with a 40 grain 22 round. Subsonic, however, also 40 grain. I didn't pay any attention to what the chart said on how much it drops at 200. It might drop more, but if it does drop more, if that drop is more consistent, we can make up for that. We can adjust our holdovers, adjust our zero, so on and so forth. So, the big takeaway is the subsonic ammunition should be more consistent, and considering the major use for it is going to be in suppressed firearms, when you're playing with suppressors, you don't you want to have a good quality ammo. We'll put it that way. So, let's see how well it works unsuppressed at 50 yards. Eventually, I'm sure we will do a video to where we do stretch this thing out some.
So you got this 22 chart still.
Oh, cool. Let's see if the subsonic round's on it. It's going to be
Subsonic.
Yep. Subsonic 38 grain now. Let's find a... Well, subsonic 38 grain drop is going to be 57 inches, so it does drop more, which should be obvious. But that flight path is going to be a lot more smoother, more predictable. What's the velocity at 200 yards for a regular CCI mini mag 40 grain? 200-yard velocity is 921 feet per second, so it does go subsonic at 200 yards. According to this chart, it's almost subsonic at 100 yards. It drops from 1,400 down to 1,000 feet per second at the muzzle. That's a huge speed decrease. We go muzzle velocity 1435. At 100 yards, we're looking at 1084, and at 200 yards, we're 921, which means right around that 150-yard mark. So if you come out here and look, at 150 yards, it drops 55 inches with that round.
Yeah.
And then at 200 yards, it goes all the way down to a 118-inch drop. So that's that transonic factor I was talking about.
Yeah. Well,
there you go. You got it on paper in science. You want me to shoot at your target you just shot at?
It's up to you. You can shoot at a fresh one. I'd shoot at the very bottom right one so it's a fresh grouping to see how close you can get to the center.
Kind of wish there's more. You can hear a difference too.
Yeah, yeah, I could hear it.
A lot quieter. You can hear the bullet impacting up there. Hear it bouncing around the sticks.
Tumbling and rolling.
Probably shattering.
I could see that, yeah.
Well, they're not jacketed. They're just a lead slug, more or less.
Mm.
But that would be a good round for shooting squirrels.
Oh, yeah. Well, I was hearing one, and I was like, Quite. Indubitably.
Yeah, I need to work on my fundamentals.
I think I do,
See,
too.
I've got 1, 2, 3 right here super close.
Yep.
If we go off that, that's a...
Yeah, and these are all shooter air.
Yeah.
So
you can see it's breathing. That's something I'm having an issue with walking up and down this hill.
You act like I'm getting old and fat or something.
Fat. Something I'm going to do now is I'm going to try this subsonic ammo from a prone position. It's obviously the best anybody can shoot. I'm A little bit too short for our table set up here, but let's see what happens. Let's see here. Can I zoom this thing in? All right, so I'm going to try our subsonic ammo out on that left-hand paper, bottom left target. Let's see what we get. This time, we're going to shoot from the prone, you know, laying down, whatever you want to call it. And hopefully, that'll make up for my lack of fundamentals that I'm having today. It's not very comfortable shooting on gravel either, though. All right. Let's see what we got. I just had to do a little zoom in.
Yeah.
Right there. You can. It's not cinematic anymore.
So let's see.
But I did shoot 5 rounds. I mean, 5-round group. Want to shoot a quarter off here?
We can surely try.
Some crappy shooting. Now we're going to try to shoot a peso. I didn't know what I was saying. We're going to try to shoot a peso.
Hold up.
What?
Alrighty. With all the fun we've had, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up with this Ruger 1022. The final challenge we're gonna have here today is we've set a $1 peso up on there. So we're gonna see who can hit it first in what? 3-round, 2-round increments?
2 apiece?
2 apiece at a time, yeah?
Yeah.
Two attempts each. So let me get the camera turned around. I'll zoom in and we'll see who can knock this peso off the wood first. All right, there we go. I got the camera set up. So as you can see right there, in between the targets, you see a little shiny piece of metal. That's our target with this 22. So whenever you're ready, we're watching. Hit. Maybe.
I don't think I actually get it.
Let me see.
Clear this.
Clear?
Yep.
I think you just hit the wood. Alrighty, we're set back up.
Peso, take 2.
Let me shoot these black tips.
Yep. Easy.
First your ankle than mine. We're determined. I wasn't ready, so I don't actually know if you hit it or not. What we can find out.
Trade the peso panda, okay?
Alrighty, my turn.
Okay, keep the peso. Shoot your dang old peso.
God, that's tiny.
Yeah, it is.
So unfortunately, we weren't able to find the coin. I did end up hitting it. We're thinking I scraped it, just barely grazed it, but it hits a hip. All we got left is this piece of tape we had connected to it, which has been mangled. But I said if we could find the coin, I would have loved to show y'all. But no luck in finding it. But first shot, Roach is saying that he warmed the barrel up, and that's why I hit it. Skill issue is what I say. So
Sure.
I'm gonna flip the camera back around, zoom it back in, and we're gonna shoot some other random stuff I find. Alrighty, so what we got here, we got 2 Mountain Dew cans. We got a lubricant can that's half full and does still spray. And then there is a bullet up there in one of the holes in between the targets. So we're gonna see who can hit what first. The cans are easy hits, so we're just gonna shoot those for fun. Yeah. The challenge is there's a bullet up there, and we're gonna see who can hit it first. Which hole did you put it in, Roach?
How to explain this? If you look at the second board down, there's 2 nails in that board in the middle, right? If you look at the top nail, there's a black speck. That black speck is where that bullet is.
There you go. Let's see who can hit what first. Of course, I'm going to shoot a can first. You're welcome to shoot the other. Oh, we'll see. I don't know what's going to happen to that lubricant can because it's actually aerosolish. You know. So, for starters,
You got chamber one for starters.
Mountain Dew.
Shoot it again. There you go.
There it goes. Alrighty.
I know what you're shooting for now. Something tells me you missed it.
Let's go find out. So you get to shoot now.
Dang, I'm able to tell right here. You didn't hit it. The bullet, that is. Alright. Because I'm thinking where the end of it's wedged in there pretty good. It'll blow it out some.
Ah, you gotta chamber it, my guy.
Oh, you want me to shoot that aerosol can?
Nah, shoot the Mountain Dew.
What'd that hit on that target?
I don't know. Which target were you shooting for?
Alright, Mountain Dew.
Go. There it is. Oh, it blew up. All right. Lubricant can.
You want me to?
Go ahead.
I'll see if I can shoot the tip off of it. Still got the tip on it?
Yep. Oh, I think you hit it. I believe that was on tip.
I'm gonna shoot that damn 22 shell again.
Rapid fire. That's it. I'm up. I'm dump mine. Dump mine. I'm gonna shoot standing though.
Go ahead. Let him cook.
Let him cook. Alrighty, this has been Smoky Mountain Ballistics with the Ruger 1022. if you enjoyed what you saw, because we sure love what we do, leave a like, subscribe, and we'll move on to the next weapon. We have plenty more to do, and we're always happy to go over more and more and different weapons and put them to the test. So just tune in, leave some recommendations, and like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.